What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It means it's time for golf, and I should be the final place you go to get all the things you need to know before you go make your lineups, you donkey dick. So I hope you haven't already rushed in and done it, and I hope you're excited about golf because, I mean, we only got like this and next week, and then it gets kind of like, it gets pretty slappy for golf for a while, right? I know they're doing like the match, but last time I checked, it's hard to do DFS on a 4-person field. So what's up, new guy? I'm the Degenerate 75. I'm a high-limit DFS player who focuses on golf and NFL. You see the schedule here? The big guy stays quite busy. If you hang around, you like the cut of my jib, feel free to come by and check out all my other stuff. I do a lot of content, and I'm kind of the same asshole every time. So if you like me once, you'll like me again. You can't help but notice I got this fuck counter. What, I already started with $2 up there? Maybe that's from the test run. See, I'm not counting that one because I already did it. So fuck again. There's the 2, right? And if you don't know, every time I say fuck, we're going to get a little ba-doom, and then I am going to pay an extra $1 because I'm trying to break my cussing ways. This nice lady who follows me on Twitter said, you cuss a little too much for me. And I was like, you're right, ma'am. Just like my mom. That's how my mom, you cuss too much. Why do you always got to say the F-bomb? And so I'm trying to work on it. So what I'm doing is every time I say the F-bomb, it goes in the teal. I got to put $1 in there, and then you get to play me heads up in a lineup if I draw your name at the end of the stream, right? It'll be right from the chat. So make sure you get a question with a question mark in there, and that's all you got to do to be eligible for the pick. Here, as you can see, this is the guy that played me last week, and as my dad would say, he messed around with the bull, and he got the horns. That's 2 weeks in a row I've took him down. I will pay no money. I will pay no money to nobody. I will keep it forever and just keep dropping the F-bomb. I didn't even say it, and I did it. I didn't even fuck. I'm getting it now. All right, so that's what we're doing. That's what the F counter is. So make sure to get your question over there in the chat. Make sure to put a question mark. That's how the little bot knows to select your ass. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay, cool. Let's get going. Contest selection. As always, DraftKings drops the ball. I'm telling you, I've got a VIP host. I'm in his ear. He seems pretty receptive. He seems like he knows how to talk to the right people. But you know, golf's just not their priority right now. So I'm hoping in 2023 maybe we'll start to get some better contests. How did DraftKings drop the ball this week? The $5, which tends to be everybody's favorite, the 150 max $5, it's already filled. It's 7 o'clock here in the Lord's time zone, and it's already filled because they don't understand how much people like swing season golf. They don't understand their audience. They don't understand their crowd. DraftKings. All right, so what's left? Well, why don't you just go play in the $20? Okay, because a third of the money goes to first, and I'm not playing in any of those this year. That's a stupid tournament. If you want to play in it, send me $20. I'll fly to where you're at. I'll kick you in the nuts, and we'll call it even, brother. It's just dumb. If you keep playing in that, you're going to lose your money in the long term unless you're one of about less than probably 50 people in this world who can MME and still be a profitable player over the long term. And if you're not sure if you're one of those people, let me just go ahead and tell you, you're not one of those people. Okay. So what are some tournaments you can still get into? If you if you want something with a decent prize pool up top, the $88 up and down is not so bad. At least it's only a quarter of the money to first, $10,000 out of the $40,000 prize pool. It's not a bad tournament, but it's still not the best. To me, you need to just not always be going for home runs and just be excited to go win a GPP or be competitive. Go play in the $3.20 max, man. It's the nuts. 10% to first, 10% of that to 10th. This is just such a better investment of your money. If you get tired of constantly depositing or your wife's about to kick your ass off DraftKings because you're always losing, get into these better format tournaments and your money will last so much longer. And if you actually do shit right, you might actually win, you donkey. All right. Other ones, the $33, I mean, whatever. It's 25% to first. I don't love it, but it's still better than the main $20. This $150 3 max, that's a big price for a lot of you, the $5 single entry. But I mean, just go check out small ones like this, the little $8 3 max. If you're just wanting to play $25 this week, go toss 3 of these in there, right? I know that's only 24. I can do math, but like, it's just such a better play. Go do it. Okay. And if I could, and of course the $12 single entry. And if I could really just challenge you on one thing, new guy, really maybe save a little bit of your bankroll this week for some showdown, because I think with this weather rolling in, we might actually see an edge at showdown, and there's a lot of dumbasses out there that don't understand how to do this stuff, and you can get probably a 25% edge simply by just playing the better edge of a wave this week. So that would be my advice to you. You do whatever you want. It's your money. Go play in the, if you have $200, your best bet would probably be to play in this $200 single entry. But even that, they screwed up this week by taking it from a $100,000 prize pool to $80,000. Thanks a lot, DraftKings. I'm trying to promote your product here, and you can't quit donking it off. Hey, by the way, I do my own contest. It's right down in the description of this video, man. If you want to get in it, all you simply got to do is go enter it. It's free. The first 200 people get in. First place in the contest wins a free Millionaire Maker ticket on me. Well, I guess it's the big pitching pot, right? The $20, the $100,000 up top. We'll make it together. I'll enter it. We'll split it 50-50. All you got to do is go play in this tournament free. If you already have a lineup made, just go toss it in there. It's free. It's fun. It's competitive. Second place, you get a free month on my Discord. If you want to know, here's the results from last week. JDW 1980. I'm going to guess he is 42 years old. He's the winner this week. He won. And so me and him are making a lineup tonight. Pretty excited for it, right? So that's all you got to do. Go hop in there. There's no strings attached. No, you got to give me your email and get on my email list. Or, you got to go check out my sponsor because the big guy doesn't have one. Matter of fact, I'm drinking Perrier tonight just to spite Topo Chico because they still haven't reached out to the big guy. If I seem a little feisty tonight, it's because the Perrier's been flowing in this household. All right, one other thing. If you didn't see, I crossed 5,000 followers this week, you motherfathers. That's between Twitter and YouTube, right? Roughly about 1,800 over on YouTube and about 3,200 over here on the tweeters. And so because of that, I'm going to be doing multiple $100 giveaways. I think I'm going to do one for golf, one for NFL, one for college, and one for my Discord. And to simply get in that, first of all, you can go like and retweet that. That'll get you one name in there. But to get multiple names in there, just go leave a comment in this video. Not over here in the little chat, just down in the comments of the video. Hey, whatever the hell you want to say. I mean, preferably something nice, right? Just leave a comment and then that will get you on there. I already did this for my Monday night video. I'm going to do it for my Thursday night video, my Friday night video, and that's just more ways to get in there. I'm just literally just going to give you $100. Just PayPal you straight $100 cash. I might even do a thing where me and you could do a $200 lineup. I'll put in 100, you put in the 100 you just won, and then we'll split that. It'll be up to you. So whatever you want to do, Bob. So without further ado, let's get going, you motherfathers. You ready? You ready? Have you made your lineups yet? You have it. Hey, there it is. I noticed the F counter. Uh-oh. Did I die? OBS. Oh, I disconnected. Am I back on? Disconnected. I'm back on. Let's see. I hope we're live. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. All right. YouTube. My God, man. My God. It looks like I'm moving. I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully you guys are... we're back. Show you style. Thanks, brother. All right, so, we checked the weather. And if you can't tell, the weather... all right, cool. Zach, Jason, thank you for letting me know we're back. The weather, we got a situation forming, right? If you don't know, there's a big old storm rolling into Texas. And you can see Thursday, beautiful. Friday morning, beautiful. But then all of a sudden, Friday afternoon rolls around, and it's starting to look a little bit questionable. And because of that, it would appear that the big edge this week, assuming that these guys don't get delayed till Saturday morning, right? There's a chance that just some rain comes in, they just decide to postpone Friday afternoon to Saturday morning, right? But as it stands right now, it would appear that the PM, AM guys are definitely going to have the better of the draw, right? If you're not sure who that is, I mean, I went to look earlier, and then I got busy getting ready for the stream. Let's see. I see. Oh, Scotty Scheffler. He's an AM PM guy. So there you go. You're going to play the donkey chalk of all donkey chalk, and he's in the perceived bad wave. Aaron Wise in the bad wave. Oh, this is too good to be true. Who's the other one? Please tell me Burmeister. Where's Burmeister? What wave is Burmeister in? That's what I need to know. If Burmeister is also AM, I'm going to die a happy man. Give me all the donkey chalk AM. Give me all the donkey chalk in the AM. Where you at, Burmeister? I will find him. Burns goes off in the AM. All right, I'm not seeing him, and this is not good TV, so I'm going to stop looking for him now. But if anybody knows if Burmeister is AM PM or PM AM, feel free to toss that in the chat for me, big guy. Okay, so am I going to go all in on this? Well, seeing I'm probably only making like 5 to 10 lineups this week, probably. First of all, it looks like he's a PM. Okay. So it would appear to me that, a lot of you got your picks, and Scotty is playing so good, and I'm going to play him. Well, you know what I'm going to do? If I have a chance to get off 35% owned Scheffler and 25% owned Wise because they might get blown away Friday afternoon when they're rallying to make the cut, or maybe they just spin their wheels for a whole round because they're out in the tough conditions, and I just got a pretty average round out of Wise and Scheffler, that gives me huge leverage on the field. So because of that, Am I betting my house on the PM/AM? No, but I will say it would appear that with this storm rolling in, that they are going to get some wins on Friday afternoon, and it'll probably play at least a half a shot tougher, right? And who knows? Maybe they'll go out Thursday morning and make up a half a shot on Thursday, and it'll just end up averaging out. I don't know. It's all a calculated risk, right? But what I'm saying is you were just sitting there, and you've got your picks, and you did your little model, and it looks so good, and you're so proud of it. But like what I'm saying is like what I'm doing to make my selections may actually lead to an edge. What you're doing, here's like the worst thing in the world. You go look at your picks, right? Go take your 5 favorite plays and then just go take the guy either directly above him or directly below him and track it for a full year, and you will find 50% of the time you pick the right guy and 50% of the time you pick the wrong guy, because you're no savant and you don't know what you're looking for. And really, you want to know the worst kept secret in PGA DFS? Nobody fucking knows what they're looking for. Okay? We're all just projecting. So once you understand that, and you understand that there are things that actually can give you an edge, like ownership and weather, well, then you'll start playing the game, brother. I know I'm preaching to the people that have always been here, but it is what it is, brother. We are adults. We're going to check more than one site. As you can see, Willy Weather has the same thing. Very calm and mild all day Thursday. Same thing Friday morning, but then Friday afternoon, it gets a little blowy. It gets a little blowy out there. And so because of that, that's enough to get me there. Dying words of my great aunt was always check Weather Channel whenever there's some debate about Friday afternoon winds. No idea what the hell she meant. Now it's all making sense. As you can see, that's what I'm talking about. There could be thunderstorms with those winds rolling in. So if there's thunderstorms, there's a good chance they get pushed to Saturday morning, right? And maybe there ends up being no weather edge. That's a distinct possibility. I'm very aware of that. But I'm telling you, I'm playing that there could be one. And that's good enough. That's good enough for me, right? Because you're married to your picks. I take my picks. I treat them like a $2 whore. I don't like them. Kick them out. That's the weather, man. That's the weather. You want more weather breakdown? Well, really, you don't need to know anything else. I would definitely be getting on some round 2 showdown, but I'll leave that for my Discord when I'm making videos. Hey, don't forget to go like and subscribe. New guy, I appreciate you being here, man. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Apparently, it's that Oklahoma internet. It's just a mouse running on a wheel, and it just slowly cranks the bandwidth. And so, that's what we got to deal with. All right, man. The most important thing we'll ever check. It's called ownership. And I want you to know, me and my Discord were really doing a great job of tracking this donkey chalk, right? Everybody, I'm so tired of donkey chalk always hitting. Okay, well, maybe it does always hit. Or maybe that's your perception, and that's not reality. And so what we're doing is we're just tracking it. You can see last week for the Worldwide Technology Championship, worst name ever, we had Hoagie, Buckley, and Dahman, right? Hoagie came in at 17%. Which I had him almost literally on the dot. He missed the cut. And so the two pivots that I gave off of him were Taylor Montgomery came in 10th and Seamus Power came in 3rd. By the way, if you're wondering why I do 2 pivots, that's cheating. You're doing 2 pivots. No, I'm not. The first pivot is like the most logical half his ownership guy right around him. And then the second pivot is a guy that just nobody's playing right around him. The goal is to try to keep it within 1/3 of his ownership. We're measuring each of these guys separate. It's not like if either one of these guys beats him, he loses. It's not a 2-on-1. Although technically it should be a 2-on-1 because the ownership is usually more than 2 than 1. Not that you can comprehend that if you play donkey chalk every week. All right, number 2, Hayden Buckley. I had him at 13%. He came in at 13%. You're like, that's not that high. Well, it is when you compare it to where everybody else was around him. He got a T59. Adam Long, the pivot off of him, missed the cut, and Lee Hodges, T38, smoked his ass by 8 points. So there you go. That was that one. And then, of course, the big one, the donkey of all the donkey chalks, 20% owned Joel Dahman last week. Of course he got there because it was just a horrific play. So everyone, hey, I played him, and I only lost 80% of my money last week. Very good. Very good. Good for you, brother. He smoked Justin Suh, and S.H. Kim missed the cut. So there you go. So where are we looking overall? Well, as you can see, so far this year, we've tracked 7 of these. The donkey chalk, the most expensive donkey chalk, is beating the primary pivot 43% of the time. So here comes the pivots. They're coming back. And the second pivot, they're beating them an astounding 86% of the time. However, that medium range donkey chalk guy is now losing to both pivots for the season. And the cheap donkey chalk, which would have been Dahman last week, is also winning. But as you can see, we're playing guys that are, on average 3 times lower ownership than that guy. So because of that, we only need this number to be above 25%, and it still justifies playing the lower end guy. So there you go. That's where we're at so far. We're tracking it. Also, if you're wondering where we get this ownership, I make the ownership from my Discord. I spend a lot of time on it. I'm a sweaty bastard. You probably are paying some site for ownership, and they're all right here. You can see how they're doing so far over the past 8 weeks. Some of them are just laughable, but it is what it is. There's 2 that kind of stand above. If you don't know how to read a chart, well, I'm not going to fucking hold your hand. Deal with it. Okay, let's get to what matters. Ownership. This is my rough draft. I've actually updated this, and I got Scheffler up over 36% now. But this is the numbers I did earlier. You don't get to see the real one unless you're over on the Discord, you motherfather. So Scotty Scheffler, he's the highest owned guy, 11.5. Don't get it twisted. 11,500 is expensive, noticeably more expensive than we have been seeing from top price guys. There's a lot of weeks it doesn't even break 11,000. This week, not only does he break 11,000, he goes to 11.5. Scotty Scheffler is did you know he played golf in Texas? So and this Houston's in Texas, so basically it's like home course for him. Okay, I mean not really, but okay. Did you know he played really well? He figured out his putter last week. He got his old putter back. Now he's putting good. I mean, okay. So here's where it's at. Scotty Scheffler is going to come in at 36%. I pretty much have a hard and fast rules in full field events like this one, where there is a cut. And there is a chance for implosion. Anytime a guy gets over 30%. And this is, by the way, if you really want an edge, go check out FanDuel, because I guarantee you he'll be like 55% over there, because people over there are dumb as fuck. All right, so Scotty Scheffler, can't miss, 100%, amazing, best play ever. Lock him in, can't go wrong. Or he could. If he just gets T20, I'm going to be dancing in the streets naked, because he ain't going to pay off that salary at T20, especially if Finau or Burns or one of those other guys above 10K get like a T5, right? Now all of a sudden they have him smoked. And there's no way you're getting Scheffler and Burns in a lineup together that has any real chance of winning. So when you play Scheffler, you are essentially going all in that he is going to finish T3 or better. And even if he does, you're going to be splitting that ownership, not with a third of the field, more than a third of the field. To me, that's the definition of donkey chalk. I'll never do it. I know Scotty Scheffler's playing good. I know he could be good, but I also don't think he's on that automatic run that he was on back in the spring. When somebody is donkey chalk, that doesn't mean you can't play him. It just means if you do and they hit, I'm going to go, you're a donkey. That's what I'm going to do. You're just going to have to deal with it, all right? So that's just the definition of donkey chalk. There's players literally, Burns and Finau will be 1/2 his ownership, and somebody like Decky and Henley will legit be 1/4 his ownership. Do you truly believe that Scotty Scheffler is 4-1 to beat those guys? Because if you do, I'll gladly make that bet with you. But you know what? You're making picks. I'm playing the game. So you do you, boo. The second one, Aaron Wise. Aaron Wise at 24%. I think I might update it. I got him up over 25%. Do you even really need to know what he's about to be? He's noticeably higher, like two to three times higher than every other guy around him. Aaron Wise is not Tiger Woods, people. He is not a $9,900 golfer. I know he's been playing well, but we're just going to treat him like he is definitively 3 times better than Decky. Paulie, can I get some help here?
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Because of that, I'm sorry, man. Aaron Wise, that is some hardcore donkey chalk. You go play it if you want. Look, if you want to play donkey chalk, you play it. Here's the only advice I'll give you when it comes to donkey chalk. If you go look at contests that win, almost every winning lineup has either somebody I would classify as donkey chalk or somebody I would classify as chalk, right? And because of that, I think there's an important lesson that you can't just blindly fade all the chalk. The key is to not play like 3, 4, 5 of these guys together in the same lineup. If there's 2 chalky guys you love and you're committed to them, that's great. Go play them. Just get them at least 2x ownership in your lineup. So if you're going to play Aaron Wise, you just make sure to have him in at least 50% of your exposure or your lineups, right? If you do that, you'll be okay. But what I'm saying is your lineup, you're not going to want to start it with Scheffler, Wise, Burmeister, Straka, right? Because everybody's going to have that start. So if you're married to Scheffler and Wise, well, then you probably shouldn't be playing some of the other chalky guys we'll talk about, right? That's just a terrible way to start your lineup. And if you're doing that and you wonder why you never win, well, I just told you the answer to the quiz, you donkey. All right. Sam Burns at 18.7. So much of that is just where he's priced. He's the second highest guy. People are going to go up there. He's fine chalk. He's just okay chalk. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of that is just where his where he is. Now this one I've been pretty back and forth on. Mav McNeely getting to 18% when there are guys right around him who are, to me, definitively better golfers. Like, I think Theegala is a better golfer than Maverick McNeely, and he legit might be 1/3 the ownership of him. 1/3 the ownership. You believe that McNeely is 3 times more likely to outproduce Theegala or even slapdick Denny McCarthy? Paulie, can I get some help?
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. By the way, I'm just going to start using Paulie because then I don't have to hit the F counter. So fuck that. All right. So Mav McNeely, man, I really want to put him as donkey chalk, but I have a sneaking suspicion he's not going to quite come in that high. I think I lowered him in my final. So I'm just going to give him chalk. But here we go again. Dean Burmeister on the list again, 17%, literally 2, 3, 4 times higher than every other player around him. Do you really need to know what Dean Burmeister is? No, you don't. Wrong color. There you go. He is the donkey of all donkeys. What are we doing? I mean, I like Dean Burmeister just fine, but like, there's guys that are the exact same golfer as him sitting right next to him at 4%. The exact same golfer. And you're not going to play Dean. Why? You don't even know where he's from. I could tell you he's from Northern Ireland. You'd be like, yes, I love him. I love him dandy because he's from Ireland. Or is that Scottish? He's Scottish, all right? No, he's not. He's from South Africa. You don't even know this stuff. And the fact that you don't know this is probably the reason you don't understand why you should like pivot off that donkey chalk. There you go. There you go, Bob. There you go. If you feel like I'm being condescending, I kind of am. All right. Next, Tony Finau at 16%. More than acceptable. More than acceptable. Okay. All right. Taylor Montgomery, yeah, it's 16.6%. A little high for my taste. Definitely better chalk than Maverick McNeely because at least Taylor Montgomery doesn't suck. So you know what? I'm feeling kind of. I'm just because he's been so good to me. I'll give him okay chalk. Okay. Now Sepp Straka at 14%. You know, I get it. Sepp loves a hard course. Sepp's been playing good. Sepp probably is an objectively a better golfer than the other guys in the mid 7s. But at the end of the day, man, 14%. He's just way too high for the people around him, and so because of that, he's got to be a donkey. I'm sorry, he's got to be a donkey. I have scruples. People. I don't want to hear no shit. Davis Riley, 84%, a little high, you know, but nothing, no deal breaker. You know, just make sure you get to. Yeah, he's okay. Will Gordon, same thing. Don't love it, but like he's not like disgustingly high. Just let's watch it. Let's not get too many of these guys. And I just have a sneaking suspicion that Taylor Pendrith, in my final ownership, I think I bumped him up to 15% or so. I think that there's one guy, him and Scotty are the 2 guys tonight that I'm worried are going to get steamed up. And if they get steamed up, it would not surprise me to see Pendrith get crazy like 19%. If he comes in at 19%, he is going to be donkey chalk. But where he stands right now, I think I have him at 15%. We're just going to call him chalk. Okay. So that's where we're at. There was one other one. Oh, Bo Hostler. I've got Bo Hostler coming in at 10%. If you play Bo Hostler at 10% when there's literally guys like Russell Knox at the same price at 2%, literally, the definition of donkey chalk. I mean, that's as donkey as it gets. Dumpy Bo is now 5 times better than anybody else in this world. Get out of here. Get out of here, Polly.
Get the fuck out of here.
There we go. Thank you, Polly. So that's where we're at. That's the breakdown. That is the ownership, right? If you're interested in all this ownership, I'm a sweaty bastard about it. I spend way too much fucking time on it. And so because of that, if you're ever interested, go check it out. It's on my Discord right here, which is connected through my Patreon. It'll be down in the descriptions. While you're down there, make sure to get in that contest too. And leave a comment so I can give you $100 next week when I do all the drawings. $400 drawings, you motherfather. Let's get to the model, because I know a lot of you are like, oh, my model. It says that Scheffler's the number 1 player. Really? Scotty Scheffler, the number 1, well, he's the number 2 player in the world, but the number 1 player in the world that's playing this week is number 1 in your model? I'm fucking shocked. I am shocked. Scotty Scheffler is number 1 in your model. Who would have ever thought that the best player in the field would be number 1 in the model? Incredible. It's an incredible coincidence. Or he's just the best player in almost any model you make. He's going to be number 1. Stop being an idiot. Okay. You should not be using your model to determine that Scotty Scheffler is a good player. If you didn't know Scotty Scheffler was a good course fit for just about any course he plays, you probably don't need to be messing around with models, brother. All right. So, some things that we want to look at in the model. First of all, some things I looked at. Around the green is really important this week. I actually weighted as my single most important thing, and I'm kind of like a avoid around the green kind of guy, but this week it's been undeniable that the people that do well around the green. Always ball striking and approach on their recent form. It seemed like guys that do well in the top 10 on this really perform well on those longer par 5s. So I looked at that. Of course, Bermuda putting, off the tee and driving distance, course history, and I wanted to see who's been playing tough courses well the past 36 rounds. And so here you go. This is what we got, right? I will say not everybody is completely how you would think, right? Finau's number 3, no surprise there. I love Finau on long, hard courses. And you're like, this course is 7,400 yards. That's not long. Look, dumbass, it's a par 70, 7,400 yard par 70, and the way it plays, it's going to play very long. Trust me. The plurality of shots on your second will be over 200 yards. That is a huge second shot. Guys, here's one that'll blow your mind. Jason Day. Is Jason Day really back? Because he is number 2 in my model. By the way, get your questions over there real quick. I'm going to be answering those at the end. Still got to do the drawing. Look at this. I mean, like, this is undeniable. And yes, he has not been good around the green recently, but historically speaking, Jason Day is great around the green. So I'm not too worried about that. Jason Day is number 2 in my model. Not that I really give a shit what my model says, but you know what the model does is it got me going to look and see Jason Day's actually playing well. And I have seen him. He does have upside. Emiliano Grillo is number 6 in my model, but I wouldn't play him simply just for one little sneaky reason that he withdrew. I guess if everybody scores in the negatives, he could be a sharp pivot. But other than that, I would stay off of him. Neesmith, top 10. The thing that's keeping Neesmith's ownership down, because I promise you people want to play Neesmith at a course like this, he's $1,000 too high. He should be $7,900, not $8,900. All right, this is Matthew Neesmith. Okay. Just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Taylor Pendrith looks good in the model. He's actually really good at some stuff you'd want to see. We know he's good at driving distance off the tee. He's played here before, but he's also good at those long par 5s. Taylor Pendrith, he just kind of seems like a talent play to me, but I'm telling you, I get this sneaking suspicion he'll be the guy tomorrow that catches steam. The first guy I thought of as a course fit was Wyndham Clark, and no surprise, the model likes him just fine. Dean Burmeister, number 5. You got to play Dean Burmeister. He's number 5 in DGen's model. You got to play him. By the way, if you're playing in my Discord league, go play Dean Burmeister 100 in your lineup for sure, because nobody's gonna play him. I'm playing the chalkiest lineup ever in my Discord league. We all start pivoting so much that the chalk becomes the pivots. Sepp Straka looks great in the model. Adam Schenk. Let me go check out the Schenk. I'm pretty sure I saw my boy Billy Ho over here ask a question about Schenk. Maybe I made that up. But yeah, look at that. 3 really good performances in a row. Yeah, I'll take some Schenk. He's a really, really good Bermuda putter. He plays difficult course as well. All right. Schenk, you have just earned a star. Schenk versus the U.S. Supreme Court case, 1921, actually. Gary Woodland, too good of a golfer to be priced at this. And then Dumpy Bo. Can somebody please explain to me why Dumpy Bo is chalked this week? I don't get it. You go play him. He'll either be 5 under through 8 or 5 over. You heard it here first. The model loves Ben Griffin, mainly because he's a ball-striking SOB. James Hahn's actually been ball striking it well. And then Callum Tarrant, I'm telling you, he's just the most talented player down here. Him and Bramlett. Well, no, he's definitely better than Bramlett. But Bramlett's going to be higher owned. If you want a nice sleeper, by the way, CT Pan has withdrawn. Sam Ryder has withdrawn. So don't play these guys, right? I even put Sam Ryder in my sleepers video earlier on the Discord because I didn't realize he had withdrawn. And now I do. So don't play him. If you want a good sleeper to consider, well, I got my 2 favorites that I really like. Benny Ann has been playing a little bit. He's played well here before. He plays tough courses well. Benny Ann is definitely worth a look this week. Hold on. I got to skip over the ones I really love. There's 2 that I love in this range. I gotta skip over them quite naturally so you don't notice what I'm doing. Hold on. Who else did I have on my sleeper list earlier? I'm trying to give you the beat. Oh, Scott Piercy, right? You never know when it's election week. He's probably excited. The Republicans are going to take over the House. So maybe he goes out and celebrates with a whole bunch of birdies. I don't know. Hey, we're all looking for our own narratives, right? So there you go. That is the model. If I had to say the one guy I'm definitely playing this week, well, if you don't know, last week, if you didn't see that list there, I did 100% Finau last week. He was in every single one of my lineups. And he missed the cut. So who is the one guy I'm definitely playing this week? Well, let me think it. Tony Finau, we're going back to him. We're going back to Tony. Okay? I'll make him miss every cut till kingdom come, okay? I will play Tony again. He will be in every one of my lineups tomorrow. especially if he's in that PM AM wave. I haven't even looked. Please tell me, Tony. Can somebody tell me down in the chat that Tony Finau goes off in the PM tomorrow? Because if he is, I will go enter 5,000 lineups and put Tony in every single one of them. I put him in I don't know. I think I did 100 last week, and he was in every one of them. And he missed the cut, so it didn't work out real well for the big guy. One guy I'm definitely not playing. It's between two. It's one of the two big donkey chalks. Who's one of the guys I'm definitely not playing? I think it's just got to be. I get playing Scotty Scheffler. I do. I get playing Aaron Wise. But 17% Dean Burmeister, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, I see Jason over here in the chat telling me Finau PMAM. The nuts. Wait. Jason just said he's PMAM, and now Jordan's saying he's in the bad wave. Okay. Now Jordan just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay, there we go. Kobe Dubois in here? It's Dubois, I think. But I like to say Dubois. Makes him sound a little bit more French, a little bit more. Hey, when you got fucking sharks like that just hanging out in your chat, you know that you got a show going on. All right, so there you go. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna do the drawing real quick. All you had to do was this is to play here. Fuck. So now me and you, I didn't cuss it all tonight. I'm really trying to make that one lady happier and my mom. They don't like. I just don't like when you cuss so much. Okay, is it that much to ask? So you're gonna play me $16 free on the house if you can beat me. You just DM me tonight. The winner is who is the winner? The winner is waiting for it. We're waiting for it. It is Sean. I know that guy. I know he's ready to play. Sean, me and you to the death. I will warn you, the first 2 weeks, I didn't give a fuck, and I kicked the fuck out of both the people that tried to take my fuck money from me. So, there we go. You ain't going to be any different. I will break your soul. I will warn you. I shouldn't do this as a head-to-head, but one of my guys is going to be Tony Finau. You're fucked. Okay, there we go. Now we're up to $21. With inflation, that's like $12. I'm pretty sure I know where you live, Sean. You live in a much more expensive area than I do. Higher cost of living, okay? I'm not going to shit on Oklahoma. Last thing, I had this up for some reason. Make sure to go leave a comment, right? You leave a comment. We're going to be doing the $100 giveaways. Go follow me on Twitter. I had that up for some reason. I can't remember why I had it up. I always do this shit. So without further ado, I'm going to get to some questions now, right? I did the winner. I'm going to do the drawings for the $100 giveaway. I'm forgetting something, man, okay? I don't come into this prepared. Let me get a quick drink of the Perrier. The Perrier. Look at that. Over here on Twitter, you can see I still have Frodo up. I think somebody said something about Brian Harmon. I was like, he's a hobbit. Fucking hobbit. Okay. Over here to the chat. We're going to get going in the chat. Hey, 85 people tonight. This late into the show, we're doing good, and that's with technical difficulties. All right, here we go. Good evening, Carl. Zach, what's up, you mother father? What's up, big guy? Complex kid. What's up, you mother father? Eli Mitchell, you mother father. How the hell are you? Doing pretty good. I love a Wednesday night. Wednesday night is my favorite night of the week, right? It's kind of like a lot of kids growing up always enjoyed Christmas. I fucking liked Christmas Eve. I like the anticipation. So give me a Wednesday night where I can anticipate golf the next day. When it actually gets here and I check my lineups and I always scroll to the bottom and the very first name I always see, it's always like through 6 holes, 4 over, CT Pan. I'm like, well, this week's fucked. And so because of that, I like the anticipation on Wednesday night. So I'm in a great mood. Thanks for asking. Go Horns. Okay, Complex kid. You just lost all credibility. I hope you fall and hit your shin tonight. Fading Scotty for all the money. I'll tell you this. Plans just so you guys know, in single entry, Scotty's probably going to be 50% owned in single entries. Just know that. I'm not saying not to play him. He's a tremendous play. I'm just saying, know the game you're playing. It's not about your fucking picks, okay? That's all I'm trying to tell you. Okay? By the way, when I drew your name earlier, I totally forgot to do this, Sean. Are you ready, Sean? Hey, Teddy, what should we do? What should we do for Sean?
Pay that man his money.
Well, he's got to beat me first, Teddy. He's got to beat me first. See, this is why we're doing this in the swing season, Sean. We're still trying to get ready for when everybody starts watching me in the spring when I blow the F up. How's the weather? Jeff, we just spent a long time talking about it. I am definitely going PM, AM, but there is a decent chance when these storms roll into Houston, which my boy Kobe lives in, there is a chance it's going to come with thunderstorms, and they're probably going to get pushed to Saturday morning, and who knows, maybe they'll get the better conditions, and then it will have been the AM PM that was the better stack, right? We're guessing. We don't know for sure. But there's enough for me to try to attack the edge, because I could sit here and tell everybody that I am God and I know exactly how the weather will play out, and this wave will have a shot and a half advantage over this wave, and literally it would make like a 2% difference. People are just so damn stubborn and don't get it, and they're like, but I've got picks. I have a feeling because Scotty Scheffler has his putter. Like, so if I told you for sure that Scotty Scheffler's wave was going to lose 2 shots over the next 2 days, you would still play him. Yes. Okay. Well, then you'll never get it. You'll never get it. All right. What's up, Zach? Where's Aaron? Where is Aaron? Cheers to Aaron. What's up, Delbert? Played Dietrich 100% 2 weeks ago and Scotty 100% last week. Who will be 100% and the 20 max this week, leaning Finau? Well, Christian, I will tell you, I'm playing Finau at 100%, so between the two of us, you know that motherfucker's going to be mushed. But I really do dig in those 20 maxes going 100% on one guy, or at least going 60% on 4 guys. I just feel like 20 is a perfect number to mix and match really well at that. So I dig your strategy there, Christian. Yeah, Irishman. Yeah, Irish Spring. That's all I know is the soap commercials. Griot with Drew hurt my soul. Hey, Anton, I agree. I liked Griot a lot too. I like Griot at long, hard, tough courses where you got a ball strike, because that's basically all I can do. Nick says, as long as you don't pick me, you'll keep winning. You just do we just play all Texas guys? Yeah, I would play them all. I'd even find a way to get Spieth in your lineup. I know he's not there, but he played golf in Texas. Oh, is that why people are playing Dumpy Bo? Are people really playing Dumpy Bo because he went to college in Texas and this is in Houston? You do realize Austin's like 2.5 hours from Houston, you dumbasses. Gee, is that really why people are playing Dumpy Bo? Because he went to school in Texas? That's it? That's the oh my, you fucking people. My God, if that's really it, now you see why I swear that there was a bigger edge in PGA than sports like NFL or NBA. Because if that's the kind of shit that are going to make people go play Dumpy Bo at 10%, when you could go play Russell Knox or Kevin Strillman at 1 or 2%, that's why there'll always be an edge. That's why there'll always be an edge. Goodness gracious. What do you think about fading the 8K range completely, considering the number of $7,000 golfers? Well, let me go look. Jean Gousesson. Let's see. The 8K guys. Is there anybody in the 8Ks? I will tell you, I openly do really love Taylor Pendrith. I'm just praying he doesn't get chalky, and then I can play him. But even if he is chalky, if he's going to be 15% and he's in the right wave, I'll still probably play him, to be honest. Keith Mitchell makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I got to tell you, I really love, at the start of the 7K range, I love some Wyndham Clark. Will Gordon makes sense. Patrick Rogers is probably the greatest golfer of this generation. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot. Look, in fields like this, the difference between the $8,000 guys and the $7,000 guys is usually pretty minuscule. Are you going to tell me that Alex Norn is noticeably a better golfer than Will Gordon? Like, are we really going there? I don't think they are. Or even Mackenzie Hughes. You're getting a $1,000 discount, right? And then if you get that $1,000 discount, maybe you can go get up to Scheffler or whatever you want to play up top. Is it possible Donkey Chalk hits more often because the average player is savvier? Yes, Jason, that is it. First of all, Donkey Chalk becomes Donkey Chalk because people in the industry push it. If you think that the average guy is playing Scotty Scheffler because Scotty Scheffler's a good fit, they don't know that. They're dumb as shit. They're doing it because the big talking heads in the industry said, this guy is a good play this week. And then they're like, I can't think for myself, so I will go with what he say. Okay, that's what touts do. It's a fine line I walk, but the touts tell morons who to play. I try to be the guy that gives you a way of thinking about things where for people who want to play their own plays and not somebody else's plays, if that makes sense. And by the way, Jason, I don't know if your hypothesis is right about the chalk hitting a lot. We're going to see. We're tracking it, brother. Could be Travis watching this from a safety course at work right now. Well, Travis, I hope somebody doesn't die because you aren't prepared to be safe. All right, Delbert, what other 10K guy do you think gained steam tonight with Scotty being so chalky? If I had to guess, Tony Finau. Tony Finau will catch some steam tonight. I mean, you'd be a fool. There'll probably be 500 people that watch this stream before lock tomorrow, and just factor in maybe 1 out of every 5 of them is influenced by that. I mean, that's 100 people making on average 20 lineups apiece. That's 2,000 lineups that could be affected. Just that little drop in the bucket could be enough to push him up 1 or 2%. Plus, I don't know what other people in the industry are saying tonight. Congratulations, Brody. My man. All right, not much of a grinder. Oh, I'm a grinder. 5,000, let's go. How much are you weighing short game this week? Sean, literally my most important thing, and I never do that. Around the green, over the last 50, I weighed it as my single most important thing because it is undeniable that guys who've performed well here over the past 2 years, because they've only been at this specific course, a Brooks Koepka masterpiece. He really did do the redesign. Him and, Tom Doak Walker, I don't know. They did the, I don't do my, you know me, I don't jerk off to grass. I don't do it. But, I think it's important. It's undeniable that guys that have performed well at this course in the 2 years have gained it around the greens way more than they do at other courses. Milestones, that's right, brother. Who's the biggest long shot that has a chance to win? I'll tell you this. Somebody, I think a guy like Gary Woodland just always has a chance to win. I truly believe that. I guess Justin Rose is getting a little washed. So I guess like the lowest guy I would say has at least a 1% chance of winning would probably be old Gare Bear Woodland. All right. Yeah, sorry about those technical difficulties. How you like Shank this week? See, I knew Billy Ho asked that question. Well, Billy Ho, I got to tell you, I didn't love him until you said something. Now I like him a lot. I like Hodges, but damn, he's a donk. Let's see. Let me go investigate some Hodges. Man, he's been ball striking the hell out of it. And Lee Hodges is good off the tee? All right. I mean, I know he's got great irons. I didn't know he's good off the tee. That guy does not look like a guy that would be good off the tee. I'm just going to say that. Good at difficult courses. Man, been playing well. Yeah, I'm warm. I'm warm to Lee Hodges, especially sandwiched in between all this donkey chalk. Right in between Gordon and Burmeister and Rogers. Yeah, I'm open to that. Isn't Scheffler appreciably better than everyone else in this field? Okay, Matt. Well, let's play that game. Scotty Scheffler is noticeably better than everybody else. So if I told you right now, if we get confirmation in the morning that Scheffler is 2 times the ownership of Burns or Finau, will you give me 2-1 odds on him? Would you? If you'll lend me 2-1 odds, I'll bet any amount of money you can afford to lose. And I'll take Burns or Finau. Shit, you can pick him for me, motherfather. The point is yes, he is a better golfer than everybody else in this field, but he is not an astronomically head and shoulders twice as good as everybody else in this field. And so because of that, that is where you're confusing DFS with maybe, I don't know, sports betting, right? I don't know. I just don't think that's the best way to go about it. It's not about if he's better. It's about what are the chances of him outperforming expectations at that ownership. And at that ownership, I mean, you basically need a top 3. And then even if you get that, you still got to hit the other 5 guys because over a third of the field has him. I'd rather just hold my breath and hope he gets T38. Just kind of spins his wheel, has one bad round, something like that. And if he gets T38, ain't no chance you're going to be winning a GPP. That means 36% of all the lineups will be dead. There's multiple contests, apparently. When he puts up the leaderboards from last week, it was different than the contest I played. Oh, hey, Blake, great question. I think what happened there, Blake, is the editor didn't know any better and he made a reoccurring contest. So make sure every week to go hop in this new one, right? Go hop in the new one. Don't do that reoccurring one that stupid fucking DraftKings sends you, right? Do the one that I put here because he makes a new one every week. And the worst part is, you're like, well, why don't you just go get rid of the old one? A very good point, but DraftKings won't let you. We had the same problem in my Discord that Zach made. He just didn't know. Okay, you can't get on to these guys. They're just trying to do the right thing. Make sure to go like and sub, guys. Only 44 likes tonight. What the hell is wrong with y'all? My man Nick, I appreciate you as always. I would say you don't have to do that, but I see how much money you win. You can afford it. I appreciate you. Plus, Nick's basically sponsoring all these drawings, which, by the way, my man Nuggets is definitely sponsoring the big giveaway next week, but more on that later. Jeffrey, hey, LSU Nick, you playing DP World Tour this week? I think Nick's taking the week off. There you go. He's taking the week off. He's going on vacation. He's going to be a functional human being. Must be nice. Have a good one. Hey, you work hard like Nick. You get to go on vacays. What's it mean when you have a DK host? They're keeping an eye on you, motherfather. So like when you get to like when you play so much money through there, it's no different than when I go to Caesars properties in Las Vegas. I have my own host. They just make sure that I get my free room. I get dinner comped. I get tickets to any movies I want. If I want to go do something, they just set it up, right? They want to, if I want to go play at the golf course, they'll get me a tee time and all that. They're just there to basically appreciate their people that use a lot of money through them. And at DraftKings, I wager quite a bit of money. I think it's mainly for their Diamond and Onyx members. And so you get a host. Plus, my host was aware of who I was, and he realizes that I push a lot of business towards DraftKings by talking about these contests and getting people excited to play in them. So they probably want to keep me happy. I imagine, maybe not. Unless they're doing that stupid, you've moved locations, you got to send us a picture of your driver's license, and I always just send it with a big middle finger. So stupid. How do you feel about Putnam this week? I like him. I think he's just fine. And the thing I like the most about Putnam is I wouldn't have even been on Putnam, but there's this little range right here. After Burmeister, oh, wait, he's up a little bit. Where the hell is Putnam? Oh, he's up here, yeah. So there's this little range right here. It's like Kim, Noren, Putnam are all really low owned, with Pendrith and Riley gobbling up all that ownership. So if you're not in love with Davis Riley or Taylor Pendrith, I think Andrew Putnam makes a lot of sense. Plus, he plays tough courses pretty well. And he's a really good Bermuda putter. And he's tremendous around the greens. I mean, he may be Putnam, but maybe we should call him around the greennum. All right. Headed to Vegas this week and not playing, but had to check out a great YouTube stream. Hey, thanks for doing that, Bill. Matt, do you agree that it's douchier when a tout dude says player pool is their portfolio? That's a thing. They call them their portfolio now. Okay, look, you got to understand, I got a lot of friends that are touts, so I try not to shit on specific touts, but whoever the fuck is calling their picks a portfolio can go eat a bag of dicks. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Okay. Honestly, that's another problem with this industry. People take themselves too serious. Go reach out to some of these people, and, they'll just blow you off. Like, oh, I'm such a big deal because I have 5,000 followers on Twitter. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're a nobody. All right, that's why I don't ever blow anybody off. So reach out to me on Twitter. I'll always give you a thoughtful response and not big dog you. Who is the best pivot off of Scheffler? Burns? Yeah, Burns or Finau. If you're feeling really ballsy, Decky is going to definitely be the lowest owned. And Decky, when I think of tough courses, Decky is a guy that can play a tough course. Good. Zach. Portfolio. See, Zach gets it. Portfolio. So I hope that's not one of my dudes that's saying that. I'm sorry if I shit on him, but he can eat a bag of dicks and still be my friend. Okay, you recommended playing Suh instead of Burmeister, correct? Okay, so if I'm looking at Burmeister, and I'm looking for very logical pivots off of him, first of all, I think the first one I'm most interested in, Aaron Ryan, Adam Schenk. I think those are probably Justin Suh has not been playing great. Aaron Ryan, Schenk have been playing fine, and they're probably going to be half the ownership as him. So if I had to pick one, I would probably say Ryan Schenk would be my two preferred choices. Although Lee Hodges ain't bad either. The way Lee Hodges ball strikes, maybe he's meant for tough courses. Damn, I really like Pendrith, but I can't play him over 15%. Well, Jason, I don't know this for sure. I just have a sneaking suspicion. He just strikes me as a guy that should be 9,400 this week. Like, he should definitely be more expensive than Denny McCarthy. He should be more expensive than Maverick McNeely, like, definitively. How many calzones do you eat per year? I'm seeing 1.5 every year, thinking over. I don't like calzones. Now, if it were pizzas, it'd be like over under 1.5 a day. But no, not a big calzone guy. So it's definitely going to be the under. Matter of fact, I think the last time I had a calzone was in New York City. It was whenever I went up there for Shinnecock Hills. Was that 2018? Yeah, I went up there to see Shinnecock Hills, and that was the last time I ate one, and it was pretty good. And then I remember thinking, we don't have shit like this in Oklahoma. Do you ever talk to your students about DFS? Did they know you played? Yeah, because the last 2 years I taught was when I was really starting to become like a big winner at DFS. And like, I was so, like when you really, like back at that time when I was doing it, I loved DFS and it was like my favorite thing was fantasy golf. And then like I started, breaking even, and then I started winning money, and then I started winning like lots of money, like life-changing money for a teacher. And, I just wanted to tell people about it because it was like, there's nothing more exciting than being good at something you love. There's plenty of things that I'm really good at that I fucking hate. Like, I hate math, but I'm fucking a savant at it. It's the worst gift ever. But DFS golf, loved it, wanted to share it with anybody who would listen. You'd be like, they thought it was cool, but that's just because they thought I was cool, not because they thought fantasy golf was cool. How many players should be in your player pool if you're doing 20 lineups? I like a really tight player pool, Jeff. I do about 13 to 15, and I have at least 4 of those guys in at least 60% of my lineups, Jeff. And by the way, I love 20 maxes on slates like this. Mark Hubbard or Steven Yeager? Can I say both? Because I kind of dig them both. I was just looking at old Hubby Hubbard earlier. He makes a lot of sense. And Yeager does too. See what the old Yeager bombs have been up to. He's kind of a good golfer, man. I remember when I first started like 6 years ago, I was like, this guy sucks. Yeah, he's looked a little rough the last 2, but like long-term form's pretty good. Man, he is a freaking amazing around the greens. Holy cow, that's like the best around the green I've ever seen. Probably why he's so high on my model, because he's number 4 around the greens. Ugh. Okay. Kobe, what's up, brother? All right, Tony, 1209. Give me all the Tony Finau. Does your Patreon cover more than golf? Hey, great question, Joe. Yeah, I have college football over there, which I got some sweaty bastards over there that love some college football. We're doing a slate every night. It's real fun. 5:30, we're just sitting there. Fuck, damn it, what do we do? What do we do? Who do we play? Is he out? Is he in? Do we pivot here? It's real fun. It's real fun. It's some action, man. Now, I will tell you, Friday nights is a little bit more under control, or Saturday mornings, because you got the main slate, so it's really easy to pivot. You get better news because it's the big teams. But yeah, I do NFL, I do college football, and I do golf over there. So if you're interested in all those, there's an all access. You get everything cheaper. That's where it's at. Congratulations again, Sean. His Discord is the nuts, cover multiple sports. Thanks, Tiger fan. I mean, we did cross 300 like a week or two ago. It's growing faster than I could have ever thought. People like it over there. The best thing I could say is it's a great community. There's literally not a single douchebag over there, and a lot of smart people. A lot of smart people over there. Oh, there we go. Already answered my question. Discord is where all the fun begins. Some great people. My gut instinct picks always end up being failing donkey chalk. My gut instinct picks always end up being failing donkey chalk. Yeah, I mean, this is why, I used to be really bad at that, Matt, where I'd be like, I'm going to play Jason Day this week. He's number 2 in my model. And then, like, even if I would see Jason Day is going to be 28%, I'd be like, it doesn't matter. He's second in my model. And I would just go down with that ship, just being a dumbass. And that was one of the hardest things to break. It's just literally never being married to anybody. I knew I wanted to play Tony Finau this week after he fucked me last week, because this is the number one thing people do. They play 100% of a guy. He misses the cut. Like, I will never play him again. And then the next week he wins, right? And then they're double mad at him when really they're the dumbass that's like holding grudges against golfers, right? So I knew instantly I wanted to go back to Tony this week, especially at this course. Now, if I saw he was going to be 36% ownership like Scheffler, I'd ditch him like a fat chick at prom. But he's not, so I'm definitely going to be playing him. So as much as I liked him, I'm never married to a pick. If he was on the wrong side of the weather that I'm hoping exists, I'd ditch him. I'd ditch him. That's the narrative. Got to play the Texans. Pivot the Palmer Donkeys. There you go. You got to go play Ryan Palmer. He's from Texas. Man, always plays well in Texas. Jason, I'm from Massachusetts, and I still suck at golf when I play in Massachusetts. Nice. You have dinner with Rory P. Rogers, Illinois head coach. Which one are you choosing? Well, definitely not the Northern Illinois head coach, because I'd punch him in his stupid face. Just looking at his face. If he doesn't have the most punchable face, I would definitely. Rory is Rory's, I don't know. He's a pretentious douche. I bet Patrick Rogers is probably a really nice guy. I bet he's a really nice guy. I just don't like him. I don't like him as a golfer. I don't hold anything against these people as individuals. They're probably, I bet a lot of them are really good people. But yeah, Patrick Rogers, I will play him on my golf lineup about as soon as I run a marathon. Never. Best win equity below 10K. A great question. Taylor Montgomery. Garrett Higo showing up. Am I crazy? Man, Garrett Higo always makes sense. Garrett Higo, if you're a GPP player, I don't get how you don't play Garrett Higo in 10% of your lineups every week. Because when that motherfucker pops. Where is old Garrett? I can't find him. Garrett, where you at? Stupid name. 6,700 for Garrett Higo is insane. What's he been up to? Oh, he's like, he's like, look at that. Just missed cuts in a third. First. So crazy. Let's see. Let me see if I can find any. No, I'm not playing Higo. I can't do it, Bob. So I've been on Knox for a while now, and he's doing well. I thought I would. Thoughts on Gordon and Smalley versus Knox? First of all, those aren't really fair comparisons, right? Because I'm pretty sure that Gordon is, assume you're talking about Will Gordon, right? And Will Gordon is noticeably more expensive. I think Will Gordon's what? He's 7,700. Knox is way down here at 700. So I don't know if that's a real fair apples for apples comparison. Now, if I had to choose between Gordon and Smalley, I'd probably take the ownership discount and go Smalley. Plus, Smalley's one of those guys I always think of playing well on hard courses. What are we doing with Decky this week? Well, Christian, if you were playing, say, I don't know, if you're playing 20 or more entries, I think Decky is a very sharp play to work in there. I do. He ain't going to be in mine, but as I told you, I'm only playing 4 or 5 lineups, so I'm just not going to get cute with Decky. I'm just going to pick my 2 guys up top I like, go 100% on each of them. Who's the real sleeper? Well, Kyle, if you've watched this long, I noticed a lot of people left. The one guy that I love down here, Kyle, is... There's actually 2. I'm determining if I should give you my gold medal or my silver medal that I'll definitely be playing. Hold on, let me find them real quick. There's one. Where the hell's the other? There's one other one I really liked. Where the fuck did he go? All right, Dylon Fratelli. There you go. Dylon Fratelli. I love me some Dylon. I mean, once again, I'll scroll down tomorrow morning. He'll be plus 8 through 5. And I haven't even looked to see if he's on the good draw. If he's on the bad draw, I don't love him that much. Usually played last week's winner, Henley. No, Jared. I think that's only a good strategy for guys that suck. Russell Henley is an established PGA veteran and winner. It's not like he's going to be like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. My hands are shaking because I won last week. Like, he's going to be ready to play. So we're going to not play a guy because he played well last week. Polly.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right. Like the quite a portfolio on your Patreon. Sounds like you have quite a portfolio in your Patreon. No, I don't. I literally don't give a single pick, Brant. You come check it out if you want. I mean, go look at all the videos I made today. I did a chalk report. I did pivots. I did some sleepers, and I specifically say I'm not necessarily playing any of these guys. So yeah, it's a good try. It's hard to understand you with their cock in your mouth. Their cock in your mouth. Yep. It's hard to understand you. Anyways, please more impersonations of crying DFS players who are tilted at lock missing the cut. Zach, it has to just be something that comes natural. Best question of the night by Nick. What did Nick ask? Did I skip over Nick's question? Brent, I'm really proud of you for taking that well. I thought I had lost a follower. I like the cut of your jib, you motherfather. I like the cut of your jib. Matter of fact, Brent, reach out to the editor. I'll tell you, come check out a free month on the Discord on me. For real. Just at the DGen editor. He'll get you set up. We've done it before. We'll say you want a drawing. You want a drawing called I like the cut of your jib. The dinner question. Nick always has great questions if y'all don't know. All right. So I think that's it, guys. This has been we're back to going a full hour. We got it above 80 for a long time there. This was fun. This was good. I hope in January golf is going to be king again, and we can focus on the Lord's game of golf. Don't forget to go check out the contest, right? Make sure to leave a comment in the video so I can get you more names. Doing 4 $100 giveaways next week. 4 of them. Just going to give you $100 cash. Just straight PayPal it to your ass because my dude Nuggets sponsored it. And all you got to do is get more names in there. Just go leave a comment. Just say something in the video. Not over here in this chat, you motherfather. Down in the comments. Editor, make sure to get my boy Brant signed up for a month on the Discord. Help him out. Give him all access. Let him get the full scallywag of it. All right, guys. I think I'm out. I'm gonna go chill. I might go on a walk. It's been beautiful out. So this has been real, guys. I hope you kick some ass this week. Save a little bit of money for Showdown. I might even I won't. I'll do Showdown Hoedown for the Discord, but not for YouTube. It's too much. All right. Here's my outro. Later, motherfathers.